Hello, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate Mbote, and I'm your favorite young life coach. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like the video so that you can support. And today, I want us to have a discussion about something very important. How bad can social media get? We're living in an era whereby everything is online, everything is on the social, everybody's life is on the social. So, but we tend to be in the comfortable zone where we don't even understand how bad it's getting for us due to this social media. So let's discuss about how bad can the social media life get and how bad social media can affect you as an individual. And therefore, don't forget to actually comment down below on some of the things that you've noted might be dangerous about this social media. So, living in the social. One way of living in the social is that you have social comparison. You're comparing your life, your relationship, everyday life with what other people are doing. For example, there's this notion of what beauty is. Beauty is so, according to the beauty of social media nowadays, it's when someone has a big butt, but there's no one talking about actually the real beauty, about the real beauty of a person. The impact you're bringing into life makes you more beautiful. Your confidence, your authenticity is making you more beautiful as a person. No one is talking about that. Beauty has been defined by the social media as somebody with a big butt and someone who is brown, and so everyone wants to bleach, everyone wants to transform their body to have a big butt, but no one wants to carry themselves as me. And I am portraying myself as me and as me as a beautiful person. So if we are able to move from the social comparison of life, so you somebody at your age has achieved everything, has a Lamborghini, has a mansion, has bought everything, is living a good life. Somebody somewhere, husband is buying for them cars, is buying for them houses. You tend to think that that expectation is what you should bring to the reality. The dangerous thing about the social is people are moving away from the reality of things. You want to have that nice car, be bought that nice house as a woman, but you don't want to actually work for it or be a good woman to actually achieve that or get that from your husband. So it's one way sided thing that your husband has to give you all those things, even though you're not doing, even though you cannot be able to provide for anything as yourself, as you're standing up as a lady, you cannot be able to provide for anything for yourself. You have to expect or wait for the man to provide for you everything, because that is what you've learned from the social media. Comes with these teachings from all these people who are teaching men at sijui, don't treat your lady this way, ghost your lady, do this and that, blah blah blah, all that toxicity that is coming from social media. One thing about social media is people are doing things for views. What you're seeing right now, what you're seeing, how I've made my hair, what I'm wearing, is what I want you to see today. So that means most of these things are either scripted, or some of these things are just for the clout, or just for the views, buying all those fake cars, all those houses. Maybe they're not even in the reality. So you as a person, you're there seated, pushing yourself so hard, trying to be like them, even though you don't even know what they have done or the things they are doing in order to achieve that. So you find that social media is very toxic. People are actually disconnecting from the reality and connecting with the people they don't even know. How? You want to be like someone who you just seeing, who is influencing you in the social. Let's agree that most of these things they're portraying, they're not even true. So you want to be like that person. So therefore, everyone around you who is not like that, everyone around you who is not, who is not thinking of those buying big machines right now, you think they are your enemy or something. The reality of things are you have to start from somewhere. You have to work your ass off in order to achieve something. You have to work hard in order to buy all those big cars, all those things you want to. You have to work hard to get a good relationship. You have to work hard with your partner in order to be able to afford all those lifestyles you're seeing. You cannot, one, leave the burden to one person, and two, you cannot actually be thinking that you have to use all means in order to achieve that. There's something that comes with the value of the process, valuing the process of something, working hard to achieve something. You are able to value and appreciate everything you've achieved in your lifetime as time goes by slowly. There's no timeline for something. For them, they might have achieved that at their 30s, some have achieved that at their 20s, some have achieved that at their 40s. The best thing about you as an individual is taking your journey as a person and being able to follow it until you are able to achieve everything you desire. Living a life whereby you want to live like someone who is in that social media, that influencer, you are not able to go your journey because you are trying so hard to run so that you can achieve what they have achieved. And therefore, you can use any means, and therefore, that means you're even putting yourself in dangerous situations in order to achieve something, even though maybe following the process, maybe working up your ass to achieve something, and following up your journey to achieve something can be the best thing you can do for yourself. So one way of living away from social media is actually, you know, being able to live your journey. Leave alone what that influencer is doing. Leave alone what that influencer has achieved. Leave alone what all those people have achieved. Live your journey, walk your journey, achieve everything you want to achieve, but do not compare everything to other people. That is, in everything in the relationship, people are expecting from, not what you yourself want, but from what you're seeing other people being given. You're seeing from what other people are having. You're treating your woman how you're being told to treat her. And it's so absurd, it's so delusional. We are living in our heads and we're not living into the reality of things. That means we have disconnected from the reality. Even the people who are mentoring us are people who are on social media. We don't have mentors who are in the reality, like someone who can tell you, you can do this to achieve that, you can use this path, it's valuable and morality to do this. You want to do, or you want to follow what that influencer is doing, and they're probably even doing that for the cash, they're doing that for the views, and they're doing that just for the sake of doing everything they're doing. So it's so toxic to be in the social media. Everyone is telling the other one what to do, and we are all following without even questioning whether it's right or wrong. The other thing about social media, it's so addictive. Like, watch one video from TikTok and you'll just be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But the time goes by, the whole day has gone without you even doing anything with yourself, or even with you thinking about what you can do to improve your life or something sensible. Like, come on, we're just there scrolling social media all day without even trying to work hard for our lives and trying to achieve things. Most of the time, what we don't know about social media is no one most of the time people are not doing things to impact. Most of the time people are doing things for the views. So what you consume from the social media, like for example, you listening to this content is what we are going it's what you're going to consume for that minute. That means everything you're scrolling in that social media is what you are consuming. And what you consume, it's like eating something. How you eat in your body, when you eat all those junk food, your body is likely to start to getting sick. You start to to get fat. You start to have all this cholesterol in your body. You start to get these diseases which are affected due to your diet. That means what you're consuming from social media your brain is like your body. So, what you're feeding your mind is what your mind is going to process. Are you feeding your mind about adult films? Then your body will be reacting to that. So, every time you're going to be thinking about sexual stuff all the time, what are you feeding your mind? Is it toxic stuff from the social media? You can actually control what you see from the social media. If you can't control your social media activities, maybe try and consume something positive. Try to look at how people have talked about their journeys, how they've gotten there, how the reality of things are. Consume things that are positive. If you are on social media and you're scrolling, sometimes it's good to have fun. Go all those time. Look at the jokes when you're feeling bad, but try as much as possible to be consuming things that are impactful, things that are positive for the for your own mentality. Remember, your mind is like the body, so whatever you're feeding into it, it's what it's going to process. Are you feeding it violence? Are you feeding it bad things? Are you feeding it toxicity? That is what it's going to process, and that is what it's going to give you into the reality of things. You're going to be thinking what you're consuming is right. You're going to be thinking what you're reading, what you're seeing in social media, the things that people, the life that people are living. You're just going to think that is the reality of things. However, that is just something scripted. That's just what people want you to see. And try as much as possible to consume the right things. And remember, social media is a very dangerous platform because it has taken us away from the reality of things. And so take care of what you're consuming, take care of how you're processing. Stop letting people tell you how to live your life. Stop letting people tell you at this age you should be here and there. Stop letting people tell you how you're supposed to act and how you're supposed to behave. If it's something negative, stop letting people tell you how to behave and how to treat people you're in a relationship with, or how you're supposed to treat your parents, or everything that. Stop letting what you're seeing in social media be what you're connected to. And also remember to connect with people who are around you, your family, um, true mentors, people who are on the ground, people who you can meet, people who you can tell what you're doing, not the influencers. Let me tell you something about the influencers is the other way. They're telling you what you can do, but you're not telling them how the process you're taking to do that. They're telling you at this age you have to have this and that, at this age you have to move out, at this age, blah 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 blah, all those things that you're learning from social media. And without no one following you, you're just following them, but they're not following, or they're not even part of your process. That means you're disconnecting from real people and connecting to people who are just there and you don't know. And there's this thing whereby you're connecting with the wrong people. Like, you're connecting with people who are not even in your reality. That means that you have to take care of what you're feeding from social media. Social media is very toxic. Don't live to the expectation of the social media. Live to the expectation of you as a person. Follow that process, achieve those things, so that you can be able to appreciate everything you achieve in your life. And don't forget to comment down below some of the measures, some of the things that we can take to avoid being eroded, and some of the things we can do to avoid this toxic social media, or being carried away by what is happening in our social. So don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you on my next video, and thank you for watching.